Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Asad Yaqub and I am from Lahore, Pakistan. Once again, I welcome you guys to my gender training reading video. This video is equally good if you are academic IELTS candidate and you are struggling with reading. The type of questions which we are going to discuss, that is called which review mentions the following. The passage is about 5 reviews of the Wellington Hotel, and which review mentions the following. It's the same thing, which paragraph contains the following information. There are 5 reviews A, B, C, D and E. Now in this case, we are not going to read the questions first. We are going to go through the paragraph quickly and then we have to see which question matches with that. Now let's go through the paragraph. A. My husband and I first stayed at the Wellington a few years ago and we've returned every year since then. Underline that. We've returned every year since then means they are coming back every year. When we arrive and check in, we are always treated like old friends by the staff. Always treated like old friends by the staff. You can underline that as well. So we very much feel at home. Okay, feel at home. You can underline that as well. Our one disappointment during our last visit was that our room overlooked the car park. Room overlooked car park. But that didn't spoil our stay, so they were still happy about it. Now we've underlined the things, we've been through it. Now let's go down the list, and when you read the questions first time, you must underline the clue words here also, and then you come to the question second time, you'll be familiar. Let's see. Number 1, liking the view from the bedroom window. That was the car park view, so they didn't like it. Number 2, finding the receptionists welcoming. Yes, see that? For receptionists, they've used the word staff. And it says, when we arrive and check in, we are always treated like old friends by staff. Treated like old friends and receptionists welcoming. Treated like old friends by the staff and receptionist welcoming. That is the same thing. So for question number 2, the answer is A. Right, now you will not read A second time because it's already taken. Let's go on. Being pleased with the bedroom? No, actually she said only our room overlooked the car park, but that didn't spoil our stay, so she wasn't happy with that. Number 4, becoming confused when booking a room? No. And now I'm reading, so for the next paragraphs I'm going to be clear about it. Becoming confused when booking a room? No. Number 5, being impressed by the wide choice of food? There is no mention of food here, but I underline food in the next paragraphs. I read about that. Number 6, staying in hotel regularly. Yes, staying in hotel regularly and returned every year since then. Staying in the hotel regularly and we've returned every year since then. That is the same thing. So for question number 6, answer is A. Question number 7, finding it inconvenient that the hotel was crowded? Not here. Now I am familiar with questions. Now this time I'll keep in mind the questions and then I go back to the passage. See that? First I kept in mind the passage and I came to the questions. Now I will keep in mind the questions and I go back to the passage. Enjoying? Me too. Let's go on. Paragraph B. The hotel hardly seems to have changed in the last 100 years and we prefer that to many modern hotels. Right? Hotel seems to have changed in last 100 years. Alright, hardly actually. Then they say which tend to look the same as each other. The Wellington has character. Our room was very comfortable and quite spacious. Means she is happy with her room. Wellington has character. Our room was very comfortable and quite spacious. Now it rings a bell that there is something about the room. Room means bedroom. Now let's go back to the questions. Yes, option number 3. Being pleased with the bedroom. Why being pleased with the bedroom? Our room was very comfortable and quite spacious. When you say, oh, the room was very comfortable and quite spacious, it means you are pleased with that. So for question number 3, being pleased with the bedroom. The answer is B. Sometimes there can be one answer, sometimes there can be two answers and all that. Now let's read on. Then they say we can strongly recommend the breakfast. Breakfast means food. We can strongly recommend the breakfast, though we had to wait for a table as the hotel was so full. It rings a bell. Hotel was so full means hotel was crowded. Now this is what I call synonyms, and IELTS reading and IELTS listening both are the game of synonyms. Now see option number 7. Finding it inconvenient that the hotel was crowded, and there they say we had to wait for a table. Wait for the table or waiting for the table is inconvenient, and then the reason as the hotel was so full, as the hotel was so full that the hotel was crowded. As the hotel was so full that the hotel was crowded. That's why for question number 7 the answer is B. See that? So far we have found 4 options in 2 paragraphs. Great going guys, huh? Let's go on. Now we have questions in mind and you can refresh the questions. Question number 1 is about bedroom window. View from bedroom window. Question number 4, becoming confused when booking a room. Question number 5, being impressed by the wide choice of food and all that. Now C, so we are left with 3 options. C, we made a reservation by phone without problem, but when we arrived the receptionist couldn't see it on the computer system. Luckily there was a room available. It wasn't quite what we would have chosen, but it was a pleasure to sit in it with a cup of tea and look out at the swimmers and surfers in the sea. Focus this part. See, it was pleasure to sit in it with a cup of tea and look out at the swimmers and surfers in the sea. Now what is that? That is the view from the bedroom window. And what is the view? They are saying actually they're saying it was a pleasure to sit in it with a cup of tea and look out at the swimmers and surfers. That is option number 1. Liking the view from the bedroom window. So for question number 1, the answer is C. Clear? Good. That's done. Now let's go on. I'm explaining reading, that's why it's taking more time, otherwise you can do it in all 5 minutes. Now we are left with 2 options, 4 and 5, and I have to refresh these options. Option 4 is becoming confused. Option 5 is being impressed by the wide choice of food. Let's go on. We'd be happy to stay at the Wellington again, although there is nothing special about the rooms. The view from the lounge is lovely and the restaurant staff were friendly and efficient. There is nothing. Breakfast was a highlight. That is food. Breakfast was a highlight. There was so much on offer, we could hardly decide what to eat. Now tell me, IELTS reading is easy or difficult? Easy. See that? There is an option that says being impressed by the wide choice of food. Now let's see what are the synonym. Being impressed by the wide choice of food. Breakfast was a highlight, that is food. There was so much on offer, we couldn't hardly decide what to eat. So being impressed by the wide choice of food, that is paragraph D. So for question number 5, answer is D. See that? Now we are left with 1 paragraph and 1 question. We can blindly do that, but still we'll read it. The question is becoming confused when booking a room. So the last paragraph says, the staff all did their jobs efficiently and were very helpful when we asked for information about the area. The only difficulty we had was making a reservation online. It wasn't clear. When they say it wasn't clear, that means they are becoming confused. Now, it wasn't clear whether payment for a deposit went through or not. It wasn't clear whether payment for a deposit went through or not, and I had to call the hotel to find out. That means they were becoming confused whether the payment was done or not. Becoming confused when booking a room. They booked online and they got confused and they had to call. So for question number 4, the answer is E for elephant. Well guys, I don't do any magic. I just read the questions carefully. I read the passage carefully. I match the questions with the passage, and I always look for synonyms. and that's why I find the answers. Now let me tell you, after watching this video, you need to practice reading. I mean, you can apply my tips, but you need to practice, and let me tell you, watching video after video is useless. After watching each video, you need to see what is the outcome and then how I'm going to apply all this knowledge on another test. So do practice test, use my tips there. Definitely Ielts is going to be easier for you. If you like this video, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe my channel. I run another channel, Asad Yaqub Vlogs. You can subscribe to that as well. I have a Facebook page, Asad Yaqub Ielts. You must like my Facebook page also. I teach Ielts online. If you want to join my online Ielts classes, my WhatsApp number is given. You can contact me for that. Asad Yaqub wishes you all the best with your Ielts reading. Take good care of yourselves. Allah Hafiz.